Hey everybody, Joe here, here to bring you another video on The Walking Dead Season 7, Episode 7, Sing Me a Song. Now mind you, there will be spoilers in here. If anybody has not seen the episode last night, please turn back and let's get started. It all started where Carl and Jesus were in the back of the truck. They were on their way to the sanctuary and Jesus had jumped out. Carl was the only one left in and he had arrived at the sanctuary. He had a machine gun and the saviors and Negan were outside. They were getting ready to unpack. Well, one of them seen Carl, and Carl had pulled the trigger and started shooting. When Negan came in, he had, told Carl that, he scared the crap out of him, and one of the saviors went after Carl, pulled the trigger, killed one, and then killed the other. Saw Daryl, and it seemed like, and it looked like that Daryl, I don't know if he was running or if somebody yanked him to get away from there. Then let's see. Negan had, extended his hand out to Carl and had told the saviors, "Is this the way that we treat our new guest?" Well, he extended his hand. Carl had taken his hand. They took him into the sanctuary, showed him everything. And it all just got to the point where, he looked around and he was a little stunned. He was a little, scared. And, and he took him up to this room where it was filled with his wives. And, later on, he had taken him back to his room, and he told him to unravel his patch. And Carl had came up with the excuse of why. Negan answered back, and he's like, because it's just like talking to a birthday gift. And he said, he's like, I want to see what kind of present Grandma brought me today. He unraveled, and it was interesting because he had sort of a conversation with him, and and Daryl came in with a tray, and it just got to the point to where something was said, between them. But before that, Daryl had asked Negan, "Why did you bring him here?" And Negan had answered him and told Daryl, "What we say when you're not around is none of your business." Now that, I would say yes, that is Daryl's business because that's his friend. He has every right to know. But when they left, something was said when Carl walked away and Daryl said something. And before that, Negan had asked Carl to take the tray from Daryl, and something was said between them. And we don't know what is going on, what is happening. But later on, he went back to his cell, and a note that said "Go now." There was a key in the back of that note. And I'd like to hear from you guys on what you think about that. Who gave Daryl that note with the key? Could it have been Sherry, Dwight, or Jesus? Towards the end, too, and I think that what makes sense is that with this note, it has to be connected with something. Sherry seemed like she was very, very worried about Daryl. And at the end, Negan had called Daryl to the truck. and he told Daryl, well, hey, I'm going to go and I'm going to take Carl back home. And Daryl had told him, if you hurt one hair on his head, and Dwight had grabbed Daryl, put him back, brought him back, just pulled him back, and Negan flipped Daryl off. He looked up and there was nobody up there. Now, before, Jesus was on top of that truck. And since he looked up, he was nowhere to be found. So, now, they went back to Alexandria. He went and knocked on Olivia's door. Made her cry when they got in. Carl, I know he seemed like he was helpless. He couldn't do much at all about it. And Negan had to apologize to Olivia for what he had said, for being rude. And later on, he wanted Carl to show him around the house. So Carl did. So when he showed Negan around the house, there was a lot that he could invest in, and there was a lot that he, looked around on. And well, they came up to Judith's room. He picked up Judith. Now here's the main part right here. If Rick comes by and comes back to Alexandria and sees Negan holding Judith, all hell's chains are gonna break loose. Rick is gonna whoop on Negan's ass. Now, Carl is very, very scared, very worried of Judith because Negan has her in his arms. That's a mistake on Negan. If you think about it, Negan has no right to say, I'm going to bury you and your dad in one of these flower beds, and including in front of a child. That's just wrong. It's wrong. But I know that Rick is coming back to his old ways now. When Negan looked at that video and said, this is the Rick I would not mess with. That Rick's coming back. He's coming back and he's going to whoop on Negan's ass. Now, as far as I'm concerned, Spencer, his demise is going to be coming up very shortly. Give me your thoughts, your opinions on Spencer and on his demise, and give me your thoughts and opinions and comments down below in the comment section about what's going to happen with Negan for carrying and holding Judith. Same for the all-out war. I don't know what's going to happen. I believe that's going to start at the beginning of, well, no, not the beginning, I'm sorry, towards the end of this coming season, the season finale. But give me your thoughts, your opinions, and, let me know what you think. And, I'd like to hear from you guys. I don't know, what Rick's gonna plan on doing. But, I have a feeling that Rick is going to come back to his old ways. And Negan made a mistake on himself from holding Judith, and that's gonna cause chaos right there. But just like I said, give me your comments, your thoughts, your opinions down in the comment section. And if you like this video, give it a thumbs up, hit that like button, and please subscribe. It would really help my channel out. And just let me know what you think and what's going on, including with the letter and the key. Daryl seemed like he was all happy for getting that letter, that note with the key, and I say that he's going to escape. During this season finale, I have a feeling he will escape. He's going to make it. And where is Daryl going to wind up? The kingdom or the hilltop? So it's got to be one of them two, the kingdom or the hilltop. Where will Daryl wind up? And please, give your opinions on that as well. And let me know what you guys think. So, yeah. Smash that like button, give it a thumbs up, and please subscribe. It would really help my channel out. And so yeah, we will see you on another day for The Walking Dead. And yeah, peace out.